Hello once again. So to continue on our premise of love and how do we build it up? We gotta be enthusiastic about love. Love is a big deal. Around the world, love is a big deal. What makes a man or a woman work for their family? What compels someone to do that? What compels somebody to go into a mine in the dangerous, hazardous location to earn a living, or to do arduous work, or cook and clean and wash and teach their children, neighbors' children, run farms, to do hard work? What compels someone to do that? Well, working is good. And people are compelled to work because it's satisfying. It feeds something in your heart and in your soul that nothing else can achieve. Likewise, loving someone else, willing to work hard for them, to protect them, to guide them, to entertain them, to make their life a joy to live. That is something that is, you can't replace that. Hopefully in your life you have someone that you love that you would go to bat for, so to say. That you will get up every morning, go to a job, or run a business, or do something that will bring you income so that you can support that person that you love. Whether it's one person, two people, a family, extended family, whatever. You do these things because they make you feel that you are making things happen. Without you, it wouldn't happen. Now, when more than one person in a group, like a family, work together, that love is extended, has more capability. Because instead of one person bringing their love into a situation or a family situation, there's two. And like anything else, right? You must have heard this, hopefully you have, that, many hands make light work. It's true with work and it's true with love. So we have to look at that. We have to get joy out of our exercising our love. We have to get joy from it. Got to make us happy. We got to feel good. It got to give us a high. If it doesn't give you a high, you're doing something wrong. You're not achieving the results of loving. Because love is a two-way street. As you love, you get love. And as you get love, it makes you better. You're a better human being. You have more to offer. I always have this saying that I live by, that love is the best thing that humanity has to offer. If this society of, if humanity is going to work as a whole, that, people of many different cultures can come together and make it work. That is something that is achievable. We could work it out with China. We could work it out with the Russians. with the Indians, with the Iranians, the North Koreans, and anyone else in this world. People that we thought that were against us, that want to destroy us, that we consider enemies. It doesn't have to be that way. Love does not look at anybody as an enemy. It's just someone that you don't love yet. Somebody that you don't know or you haven't had a chance to love is somebody that you don't know. When you get to know them, you get to love them. Once you come to a common ground, it's possible to move the purpose of love ahead. Now, like I said before, love comes from God. It's a divine invention, so to say. It was conceived by God, as far as I know. Because these are areas that we don't know. We speculate. We speculate a lot. But I know love is from God. I know of 10,000 years ago, some man said, "Oh, I think we should love." And all of a sudden we started loving. It didn't work out that way. I don't think it was that way. Do you think it could have been like the theory of evolution? That it started out as a little feeling that grew into love? Or a higher level of smaller feelings that evolved into love? If you believe that, I guess you can. You can believe that the world is flat. You could believe that that chickens are the smartest beings on earth. You can believe anything you want, I guess. But it's important that we understand that love is something that we can't do without. Imagine there was no love. How would we function? We would have to force people to be with us. We have to dominate women to procreate with them. We will have to subjugate our children to obey us. We will have to force people to be in our family, to want to be with us for celebrations. What will we celebrate? Usually a celebration is something that comes about because of our connection with others. We celebrate. Celebrations are good. It's a good thing. I mean, they could go bad, but we're not talking about that right this second. Let's talk about love. I mean, I'm not the smartest man in the world. I'm going to tell you that right now, and I know you could tell. I'm not the most educated. I'm not the best public speaker. But I am motivated about love. I am really, really hot on love. I believe that love has the capability of being like a whirlwind or as like a fire. Right? Once the fire is started and to add some more fuel to it, it will propagate. It will continue burning. And the more fuel that you add to it, the brighter the fire will get and the longer it will last. And love has similarities with that because love is a contagious thing. As we see love around us and we see it working, we see that our joy, we become joyous and happy, that we feel content, we feel that we're vital, that we are working to make a society better. Things that are not getting better. From my days of my youth, here living in New York City, we used to have a lot more public celebrations, fairs, block parties, community get-togethers, even in the Bronx, where I live. There was an occasional block party, outdoor celebration, birthday parties in parks, that we would invite strangers to come. We would bring food to the park. We would fire up the barbecue. We would put some burgers and hot dogs and whatever other things we found, and we start cooking, and we will offer our community to join us. And there seemed to be happiness. Some kind of contentment. And it was beautiful when the celebration was over, that we had to restore the place that we had the affair at, to restore it to the condition that we found it in, which means picking up the garbage and cleaning up the messes that we made, and making it available for the next group of people that came by so they could enjoy it too. Those are good things that we have to encourage and see that they are seen by everyone. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I don't see large public displays of love. I don't think this is something that's common. I mean, I've seen it on TV. I've seen in Tuscany, they had a bunch of performers singing out in their public space out in Tuscany, and you have people coming in, and since there's a lot of wealth in Tuscany, it seems like a very pleasurable place to be, where everybody feels content and jovial and happy, and there's a lot of song and laughter and some wine, and it seems like it would be a pleasure to be there. But everywhere in the world is not Tuscany. We need places where we can show love publicly and let people join in so that we could get that fire going. We need the fire of love to be in our hearts and be in an open forum. My vision is for, in one place, hopefully here in New York City, I would like to see many people get together that believe that love is something worth fighting for. It's worth going out on a limb for, to reach out to somebody, to open your mouth to somebody next to you and say, hey, how you doing? How are you feeling? What are your thoughts about love? Is there love in your life? I know these are not easy things to bring up, but it will be if it's a common thing that we all do, wanting to check up on each other to know that we're doing okay, that is love in our lives? Is love missing from our lives? Is your circle of friends have people that want to make love alive? Love doesn't become alive unless somebody makes it. It doesn't happen in a vacuum. God is not going to make love happen in your life unless you want it to happen. So you got to be enthusiastic. You got to take this thing that's available to you, that you can take it, you can bring it as part of you, and make it grow. Like anything else, if you're good at basketball, you're not going to get good at it just looking at the ball. You got to bounce it. You got to run around. You got to pass it. You got to make the shot. And then you score. And you do repeat and you repeat and you repeat and practice and practice and practice. And before you know it, you consistently make the shot and score. And the more you practice, the better you get. For most of us, anyway. But like anything else, if you start a medical career, you start first aid, you move up, you start learning about the body, you learn about blood pressure, you learn about arteries and veins and all the other systems in the body, and you build up with knowledge. You start off with a little thing, like, oh, a boo-boo, you got a boo-boo, you put a bandage on it, it stops the boo-boo from bleeding, if that's what the problem was. And you learn how to deal with bigger and bigger things as you go along. You get more proficient at your skills as you go along. And it's that way with the law, medicine, entertainment, athletics, science, entertainment, music. The more you do, the better you get. No different. Love is the same, works the same way. You start with little things, right? A little concern. You okay? You have a friend? First time she falls in love, the guy lies to her, breaks her heart. She swears off love. But no, you're a good friend. You go, no, this happens. Not everybody is sincere with their love. And you bring somebody back from being disillusioned and crushed by treachery or somebody lying to them, wanting to take something from them, and you help them out. And you do that once, twice, 10 times, 15 times, and you do more complicated things, people with drug issues, people that are losing confidence in business or in many things. And you work on their hearts. You're a heart doctor in a way. You're not a cardiologist, but you're working on the heart. You're trying to mend a heart that's been broken. And you get better at it. You get proficient at it. So we need a lot of people that are going to get proficient at love. We got to know what it is that love is. Right? Love is wanting to give. You want to give. You want to give who you are. Whether you are talking to a friend, just companionship and conversation. It could be affection, holding hands, touch, rubbing of the face, soothing of the head, looking in someone's eyes and being sincere and truthful. Truthfulness is a very important part of love. Lies don't work well with love. Truthfulness and love gives you what they call genuine love. Lying and trying to mix lies with love winds up giving you counterfeit love. Now, what do you think if I put out counterfeit love to the people that are in my family? I appease them and I tell them what they want to hear when they want to hear it to get my way, so they feel that I am with them, that I am with them truly, that my heart is with them. But we know that this is not true, right? There are a lot of people passing around this counterfeit love, where people act like they love you. Usually when they can get something from you and not give you nothing back, that's where you'll find counterfeit love. We don't need counterfeit love. There's plenty of counterfeit love. We have to be able to see counterfeit love and recognize it when we do see it. Now, you think you're going to learn how to do that by yourself? Or do you have to experience it? You have to get hit a couple of times with some counterfeit love and get hurt and have losses in your life and setbacks before you realize that counterfeit love is not useful to you. But genuine love is. When somebody says, I love you, and you believe it's genuine, and the person shows you that it's genuine, and they're there on the hard times and the easy times, because it's easy to be with somebody when the times are good, right? When there's money, when there's opportunity, when there are resources, people tend to easily make things work. But when things get hard, is where you know whether that love is really genuine. Where somebody goes, oh, I lost my job and I'm doing my best to find a job, and your partner doesn't want to be with you anymore because they feel, you don't have the resources to take care of me anymore, or for me to feel satisfied in the relationship anymore, where it becomes conditional. If there's money, right? If there are resources, then love is available. There's no resources, there's no love available. We can't use that. It doesn't make us feel good. But this is what a lot of relationships are built on. And that's why there's a lot of failure in relationships. That's why there are so many relationships with children of different fathers, or there's no consistent parent involvement in children's lives. Those are all reasons why those things happen. Because there's a lack of genuine love being put out there. Now we got to work on all these things. Now, man as a species, which includes women, I know it's misogynistic that I say mankind. Okay, maybe so. But the reality is, if we don't try to make it work, we have to try to make it work. We have to overlook our deficiencies and try hard. There. We have to try harder. Hopefully this has been educational for you. Hopefully this will inspire you to be this person that wants to be more proficient in your love, so that you can be an asset to humanity. And I can't say it enough times, love is the best thing humanity has to offer. And if we don't build on it and make it stronger in our society, who's going to do it? You think the devil's going to come around and make love stronger for us? Nah, I wouldn't count on it. You think somebody from another planet, beings from another planet are going to come to the earth and help us out? Highly improbable. Can we depend on specific groups of people to come and help us be better with our love? The intellectuals, the highly educated among us? Are we gonna depend on them to come around and help us get better with love? Do you think our wealthiest individuals, are they gonna come to our rescue and restore love to the place where it should be? Because love should be the number one thing that we can point to and say, well, that is successful. That is propagating. It will propagate. It will not, once you get it started, it will continue on its own. It will build, it will grow, it would fan out, it would be unstoppable. Now, I will come back again, maybe tomorrow, and I will talk from the heart again, because that's another thing. We gotta work from the heart. We need a lot of heart. You gotta have heart. Back to the damn Yankee song, right? You gotta have heart. You gotta have heart. Without heart, we ain't gonna do it. So we gotta have heart. So until next time, we'll see you.